Hello and welcome to Manifest. So in this workshop, I'm going to be showing you how you can use the triple M method to become a man magnet. Now, good men are everywhere, and I'm not sure why you came to this workshop, but you're definitely in the right place if you're single and you want to find love ASAP, if you're exhausted from using dating apps and seeing no results, and I mean you're swiping left and right, you're on all these dating apps, you're going on the dates, and you feel like you're doing the right things, but they still don't work out. The guys are kind of meh, and you just don't know where else to go to find them. And number three, you're in the right place if everyone around you is coupled up and you feel like there are just no good men left. And so here's what you'll learn in this workshop. The 3 steps you must take to ensure that you attract the love you want. So I'm going to be showing you my triple M method to attract love into your life fast. And it's going to answer one of the most common questions, where do I find good men? And then I'm going to show you the new way to approach dating without all the hard work. So if that sounds good, I just want you to stay with me for about 45 minutes. It's high impact training, so try to keep focused. I know you have Netflix, I know you have message on your phone, Facebook, but for the next little while, please dedicate this time to your love life and grab a pen and paper. If you have any questions, you can always email me. I will answer all of them in the end. And now, for those who are attending, I know you've got a bazillion other things you could be doing right now, but if you're tuning in this call, it just means that you're devoted to making your love life work for you. And for those who attend to the very end and stick around, I'm going to give you a bonus gift, and that's a book bundle. So you'll have my ultimate guide to texting men plus 100 conversation starters. So within these books, there are actually texts and scripts that you can use to create a deeper connection with men. And I also distill and explain why each of them works. So stick around and you will get these 2 ebooks. Now, before we get started, I'm going to give you just a quick rundown of who I am. And this workshop really is about you, but I just wanted to let you know that, what's possible. So I'm the creator of the 30 Ever After blog, 30everafter.com, the 30 Ever After Triple M method, and I am the author of The Ultimate Guide to Texting Men. So I help singles create their own luck and love so they can find their one without playing games and manipulation, and without such hard work. And in my private coaching, I have worked with a load of female clients and have helped them attract good men into their lives as little as just 4 weeks. So if you've been single for a while, know that things can happen for you and things can turn around so quickly. Why? Because I've been there myself. So this is my story. In 2013, I was in a long-term relationship. It was about maybe 2.5 years. And out of the blue, my then boyfriend broke up with me out of nowhere. His reasoning was just he didn't feel like he was connected to me anymore. And I was left devastated because at the time we lived together, we shared a home, I had my visa tied to him, and I was just about to start my own business. And all of a sudden, I had to put all that aside and deal with a blindside breakup, one that I was not expecting whatsoever. And when this happened, I was in my early 30s, and I felt so single and anxious about it because every one of my friends was either getting married, getting engaged, or they were already having babies. So I felt like I was constantly behind and I was running out of time. And as a result of that mindset, as a result of me feeling such anxiety, dating just went very badly for me. I went through an endless cycle of fizzled relationships with non-committal men. I mean, I did all the right things, quote-unquote right things. I went out, I created a life for myself, I went on online dating apps, and I just don't know why I wasn't attracting the right people. It wasn't until that I got into self-development and studied the relationship psychology that I actually realized that there's a method to attracting love fast. And there's also a process in attracting commitment-ready men. And once I got that formula right, I went from single to engaged in 12 months. And I'm not kidding. I think I decided to really put the work in in January, and it was in March that I met Christian at the very end of March. And we've been married for almost 2 years now. We've been together for 4, and I'm happily loved up and helping others create their own luck and love too. Because that's the thing. A lot of people think that it's dependent on fate or luck, and it really isn't. If you really put the work into this and you understand the process, finding love can actually be a lot quicker than you think, and a lot easier too. Now, I'm going to get straight into the triple M method. There are 3 steps. So number 1 is, mindset men find irresistible. Take a look at what you're saying about relationships and men, and check into your beliefs and perceived reality. Prove yourself wrong. So there's a certain mindset that men find irresistible, and this starts with how you feel about men and relationships. So if you're constantly thinking that men don't exist, they're scarce, they're idiots, they're stupid, that's what you'll attract. It's actually backed by science, and it's called confirmation bias, that you will, whatever you believe, you'll find evidence and references to support your belief. So the mindset men find attractive is often the mindset of a woman who doesn't feel rushed, who doesn't feel anxious, who feels good about men and relationships. And I'll talk about this mindset in the next slide, but it really is the foundation to attracting love. A lot of the times I speak to men, and the number one complaint they tell me about women is that they hate men. They go into dating and they go into a first date with this really, really awful negative energy, assuming that all men are going to be like their exes, like their previous dates. So what you want to do is start every date, every first date, with a clean slate. And this isn't as easy, it's easier said than done, because chances are you've had so many years of references, of bad references, that have led you to thinking, and your current thinking about men and relationships. So in this method, we really try to turn this mindset around. We transform it. And I'll show you how in the next slide. The second M of the triple M method is to manifest. Now, it may seem a little bit woo-woo, but and I was skeptical of it first until I tried it for myself. And this isn't just pages pulled out of the secret, but there is actually a process, a combination of exercises you can do to set your life up to attract love. And one of these things includes writing down exactly what you want in a man, plus how you want him to show up in a relationship, and how you want to feel in it. Regardless of whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, setting up your life to attract a good man really is about focusing on the intention, and setting goals so that you know exactly what you want, so that people who aren't the right fit are the ones that you kind of filter out fast, so you're not wasting any time. The third M in the triple M method is to magnetize. So once you get the mindset work right, once you manifest and set your life up to attract love, then you need to understand how men think, and you need to understand how you can connect with him so that he sees only you, and to draw commitment-ready men with connection and communication. So this is about conversations that really help to deepen the conversation just beyond physical attraction. All right, now I mentioned that we're going to talk about mindset, because this is a big piece in attracting love fast. In fact, I have a whole course called Mindset for Love dedicated to it. So to create a new mindset, you need to look into your current belief systems. If you haven't attracted your one in 12 months, I can promise you that there's probably a limiting belief or some mindset blocks that are getting in the way. So your limiting beliefs are the ones that you probably hold now. And what you need to do is write down a list of your current beliefs about men and relationships. So for example, online dating apps don't work. I'm terrible at relationships. All good men are taken. Now, this is what you may think you truly believe, but it's your version of reality, because there are probably a ton of women right now not thinking that online dating apps don't work. They think that they're great at relationships, and don't think that all good men are taken. So these beliefs are truly yours, and they can be limiting sometimes, and we all have limiting beliefs. But if we can acknowledge this, we can create a new belief system that creates the mindset to attract love fast. And so this is an exercise that I do with a lot of my clients. So first, in one column, I get them to write down a limiting belief. So I want you to do that now with a pen and paper. I'll give you a couple of seconds. Great. So if you've listed at least 3, good job. And if you haven't, you can go back to this exercise later. Now, have a look at your limiting beliefs and find another belief that kind of proves your existing belief wrong. So for example, if your limiting belief is that online dating apps don't work, what's the opposite of this? Online dating apps work, right? But it's not enough to say online dating apps work. You actually have to believe it. So to believe it, you have to find new references. So I want you to find evidence that supports your new belief. So for example, if you think online dating apps don't work, your new belief could be people find love through online dating apps all the time. So, and then you find examples. Examples are Ashley and Joe, and find enough examples until you actually believe you can back this new belief up. And I want you to do that for all your limiting beliefs and all your new beliefs. And this is how you create a new belief system, a new reference, so that your mindset towards relationships totally change. And when this changes, your energy changes. The people you attract and the relationships you attract changes. And all of a sudden, people will just see and feel this lightness around you. Now, let's get into the second part of the Triple M method. The next part of the Triple M method is to manifest. So, I think you would have heard this quite a bit. So, a lot of people come up with a list of what they want when they're dating. And in my conversations, when I ask people what they want in a man, I get a lot of, he has to be kind, he has to be nice, he has to be funny. Well, that could very well be anyone. To really set the intention and to work to attract the guy, your ideal guy, you actually have to have a good idea of what that ideal guy looks like. And I'm not just talking about physical appearance. So here's where we break it down. Think about what he looks like. So this you've probably done before. Tall, maybe dark, glasses, maybe he has facial hair. He doesn't have facial hair. Then you get into his personality traits. And I don't want you to hold back. So go beyond someone who's kind, someone who's funny, or maybe someone who has quirks, somebody who can laugh at his own jokes or stay calm in a crisis. And then third part is very important because your values drive what you do. So for example, if you value wealth and family, everything you do is going to be driven to either create more money or so that you can spend more time with your family. So what does he value? Does he value family? Does he value friendships? Does he value his pets? Write all this down. And number 4 is how he treats you. So this is 99% of women who create these type of lists neglect this whole bit altogether. Sure, you can find a guy who looks a certain way and who has certain personality traits, but what's important is how he treats you. So does he put you first? Does he adore you? Does he treat you like a princess? Does he buy you flowers? Does he surprise you? All these things you have to consider in what you want in a partner so that when they come to you, you know how to recognize it. Number 5, what does your relationship look like? Are you codependent? Are you two independent people? Do you go on lots of adventures together? Do you travel a lot? Or are you just homebodies? And number 6 is how he makes you feel. So how does this guy make you feel in a relationship? Adored, secured, loved. This is really important because we get into different manifesting exercises where we really focus on attracting love based on how you want to feel when you find it. So have a look at it. If you don't have a list already, start best using the structure. And if you already have a list going, you can build on that using these 6 things. Just going backwards a little bit. Yes, and this is the right direction. All right, as I mentioned, manifestation isn't just, asking for what you want. It's really about making space. So to welcome the relationship into your life, you have to do these things to set powerful intentions. So like I said, it doesn't matter if you aren't into this woo-woo stuff. Doing all these things really just sets your life up physically and emotionally to make space for a new partner to come in. So number 1, declutter. Get rid of stuff from all your exes and anything that brings up negative energy. So if the box sitting under your bed is really bringing up negative feelings still, get rid of it altogether. You do not need it. Everyone's doing the Marie Kondo thing right now, so take the time. Say thank you and say goodbye to it. Number 2 is make space. So Oprah used to talk about this a lot. She's great at manifesting things that she wants. So make space. Physically, if you have a bedroom, a single bed with no space for another person to come in whatsoever, it's 1, uninviting, but 2, it literally blocks you from inviting someone into your life. So when I was single, I had a bed. I was going to get a single bed so that I had more desk space, but I decided that if I was going to welcome another person into my life, well, he'd need extra space in bed. So I opted for a double bed instead of a single. And instead of buying 1 night table, I bought 2. And I bought 2 matching lamps too. Number 3 is similar to making space. You got to make room in other things too. So your cupboards, your closets, and in your drawers. And this one is a little bit difficult because it's easier said than done. But it's live as if. So once you've set the intention, once you've done all the stuff to create a space to welcome love, you need to spend your energy creating a life your future man would be part of. So you need to live as if your man was already on its way to you, that it was 100% locked in, and all you had to do was go about your day-to-day so that you would eventually meet him. And I've got exercises to help you do this to get on track, but focus on this. What would you do? How would you go about dating if you knew that your man was 100% on your way, that you could go on dating whoever you wanted, using whatever apps you want, and know that your man would still be on his way to you? How would you go about dating in your life if you had that 100% confidence? Then the next thing is make time. So set a schedule for dating, even if it's date yourself. And this is really a time to just check in and to love yourself, because that's the relationship that's going to last a lifetime. And the next thing is to make rituals. So as I mentioned, there are a ton of things that you can be doing, a powerful combo of things to attract love into your life. And you need to make time to do this, because journaling, listening to love meditations, that all takes time. So you need to set aside some rituals that you'll do to help you draw that person into your life. Okay, next slide. Next slide is magnetize. So once you have the foundations of mindset and set up your life through manifesting, then you need to learn how to meet men and communicate with them. And this is the triple M, the third M, called magnetize. So there are various things you can do, and it has nothing to do with looks to draw men into your life. One is body language that'll have men approaching you wherever you go. So remember the question of where are all the good men? They are everywhere. They are everywhere. They are on your way to work, on the bus, in class. They are at your work. They're just strangers walking past you on the street. And that's the thing. If you have the right body language, you'll have men approaching you wherever you go, especially combined with the energy that you'll have with the new mindset that you have as well. Then number 2, once you get men approaching you, you'll want to have conversations that have him wanting more and more. And this has nothing to do with games. It has nothing to do with manipulation. It really has everything to do with just turning on your charm and your charisma and creating relationship and rapport. And number 3 is building an emotional connection that has him asking you for commitment. So once you get the mindset right, once you learn to manifest, meeting men's going to be easy. And it's having those conversations and building the emotional connection. That's going to make the difference between casual dating and a relationship that has that goes the distance. So we really focus on connecting with men here beyond the physical. So this is not just theory, and this is exactly what I did to go from single to engaged in 3 months. Actually, what I've included here is just a faster, more refined way, because when I try the formula that I had, a few years ago is much different from what I've got now. This version I have is much improved because I've been able to use it and apply it to other singles, and I've helped them. And as a result of their results, I've learned how to do this faster. But it's the exact same principle if you're single and craving a relationship that truly nourishes you. I use this method to attract good men and fast. So I know that it may seem like a lot of work and commitment, but what is your love life to you? Is it worth the time to finally be in a secure relationship that feels, 100% secure and nurturing? Is it not having to be the only single person at a couple social? Is it worth the epic love that makes you feel amazing to have someone who wants to create a life with you? And I'm not sure why you showed up today. It may be because you're fed up with trial and error and online dating apps. Maybe you're over waiting for the right timing or luck to meet your guy. And maybe you want to know how everyone is attracting in love so effortlessly. Well, I want you to know that things can quickly change. I really have found the secret to attracting good men and love. And going on my own journey and discovering the secret utterly changed my life. And it's something that you can do too. And you can, in a very short period of time, and be in the same situation. Now, can I ask a question? What can I do to help you attract good men and find love in less than 12 months? I've got something to show you, and I hope it's okay. My Lucky in Love program is designed to help you attract love fast and easy. I put in here, Fazzy. Every little thing you need to do to attract love with your ideal guy is here. And this is the method and it's the fastest way to get from single to attached. And I'm just going to give you a breakdown of what Lucky in Love really is. So Lucky in Love includes my Triple M method, and it's 30 days of simple exercises to help you attract and keep a good man. And I'm talking about the 1% kind. It's powerful guides to help you understand what's blocking the love you're meant for. It's questions and guided journals to unleash the high-value women good men love to date. And I'll show you exactly how to apply the 30 ever after Triple M and attraction method to create an emotional connection. So I've got 2 things here. Triple M method is the 3 M's that I showed you, and then I've got an attraction method which is all about mindset. So think of it as the mindset work but turbocharged. Then I've got man magnet techniques, so you never have to chase men again. Have them approach you online and in real life. And this is really based on creating the energy that attracts good men, but also what you put in your online dating profile, the body language you put out, how to position yourself in situations where men can approach you without panicking. And then I'm going to teach you how to go from casual to committed, so how to have those conversations that have men asking you for the commitment. So this is really about creating a deep connection using a set of conversations to engage with him at specific touch points in a relationship. Now, the process. As I mentioned, there are 30 days of exercises, and I'm just going to give you a sneak peek of what you'll receive to attract your forever guy in 12 months or less. And each module unpacks a step in the 30 ever after triple M method to accelerate your way to your dream relationship. Now, this is taken from part 1 of the triple M method. We talk about building your dream relationship, your guide to your relationship beliefs. So this is breaking down your current belief systems that aren't serving you and creating a brand new one. Then we look at your emotional baggage and work through how you can ditch it fast. And then next part, I give you a blueprint to identify exactly what your love roadblocks are so that you can get rid of them. And number five is all about being open-minded to new ideas about dating. Because if whatever you're doing is not working for you right now, you need to do something different. Then we get to the dating anxiety breakthrough, because a lot of women I speak to, and myself included, there comes a point in your life where you're just feeling so anxious and wondering if you're ever going to meet someone, self-doubting yourself, wondering if you're good enough. And in this module, we really break through it. And then number 7, we go through finding him, because once you have the foundations and the mindset to attract good men, you need to actually go out and find him. So this is another part, a couple more modules that are included in Lucky in Love. We've got the non-woo-woo guide to law of attraction, magnetic attraction with men. Then we talk about the body language that attracts love. So remember I talked about the fact that good men are everywhere. You just need to position yourself so that you're approachable to them. And then the next bit, we talk about mastering the art of flirting and intimacy. So intimacy is really what's going to bring you closer to your guy, so that he is chasing you for the commitment. Then we talk about dating profiles that have good men swiping right. Then we talk about dealing with rejection and dating lows. And this is so important, because how you bounce back from rejection is going to determine how quickly you find your person, how quickly you find love. And I'm talking about the long-term kind of love. And then the next bit is a part that a lot of people love about this Lucky in Love. It's how to have talks that progress a relationship. So how do you take a relationship at month 3 so that you know a guy is looking to get married and looking for a long-term relationship with you? Now, it gives you all the tools you'll need. It's an online course. It's self-paced. You'll learn how to be the high-value woman that men love. I've got the big book of manifestation, the ultimate guide to dating fearlessly. So in addition to the modules that you receive, you also get like resources and downloadable guides along the way. And this is just 3 of them. And again, so you'll learn how to unleash your feminine, affirmations that turbocharge your way to love. So this is really affirmation that you can download and put on your desktop, and also the blueprint to spotting high-value men. So in each of these modules, there'll be a short lesson, but also downloadable resources to help you along the way. And does this work? Absolutely. So this is Cara. Cara and I met a couple years ago, and she took the boot camp. She's a journalist, and she writes for Nova and Smooth FM. She's moved on since then, but when I met her, she was 36, and she'd been on every dating app possible, and she wanted to do something different. So she diligently worked through 30 days of exercises, and came up with a brand new mindset, and started attracting all these good men. And a year later, she found her forever guy. They are insanely in love, and they have just moved in together. So it really goes to show you how much can happen in just 30 days. Now, here's what you get. A complete step-by-step guide that attracts your forever guy fast. So you finally get to the bottom of what's really stopping you from your forever guy. You get techniques to create a new belief system that sets you up for love. You get to turbocharge your attraction power with a mix of manifestation techniques. This is brand new. As I mentioned, this is everything that I've done before, but even better. It helps you attract love faster than even I did. And it's packed with guides to create intimacy with men, to have them asking you for the commitment you truly crave. And now this is almost $1,000 in value worth of stuff. And because I keep adding to it, as I find new techniques. If you get it at this price now, you'll have lifetime access to it, and you'll have resources that I'll keep adding. And the chances are the price will probably go up, but if you get it now, you will always have access to this Lucky in Love program. And if you're watching, I've got bonuses for you, and also worth over $1,000. It includes 2 one-on-one group coaching sessions where we come up with a plan designed to meet your man ASAP. So this is a tailored plan because everyone is different, and I'm going to show you in these coaching calls how you can make the most out of your 30 days and with Lucky in Love. You'll also get my Love Meditations bundle. So this helps you to attract love, helps pick you up when you haven't been on a good date, you're feeling a little bit low and you're feeling a bit anxious. I've also included my Man Magnet bundle. So this is all about attracting men, attracting good men, and how to do it without all the effort. And then you'll also have my access to Mindset for Love. So this is where the attraction method comes from. It helps you create a solid mindset. And I've seen people who've done this course attract good men in less than 5 weeks. It's been incredible to witness, and that's worth valued at $194. So all these bonuses combined have $1,000 in value. So again, this is just a recap of everything you get, and I'm not going to sell it to you for $1,000. It's going to go for $197 because I really want you to get the results, and I really want you to try this, because if you've been doing the trial and error in dating, there is another way, and I really want to help you. I want to connect with you. So if you click on this link below, you'll get instant access to Lucky in Love for $197. And I'm so confident about this method that if you've done all the exercises and sent me all the work, and you find that it has not changed your love life whatsoever, then we can give you your money back. I will give you your money back, no questions asked, 30-day money back guarantee. So right now, I want you to go into this page, go to checkout, and you'll get instant access. You know, a lot of people ask me if they can figure it out on their own, and I say, of course you can. With timing, with patience, and with a lot of reading and research, and a lot of time dedicated to yourself, you can figure it out on your own. You don't need this course. You don't need any programs, in fact, to find love. It's just a matter of how much time you want to save. So Lucky in Love really is just the shortcut, because I've already done the trial and error on myself, and I've come up with a proven method. And in sharing this with students, my one-on-one coaching clients, and people who've taken Lucky in Love, I've been able to refine this method so that you get your results even faster. So thank you so much for listening to this workshop and following along. I hope you got some value to it and apply the Triple M method to your love life. I would love to know how you're going. If you have any questions about the Lucky in Love to see if it's right for you, or if you just want to send me your feedback, you can email me at iona@30everafter.com. So again, the link is available for Lucky in Love. I hope you'll join me. This program is limited. There's limited time to take up on the $197, so I really highly encourage you do it. And I will see you soon. Bye.